If you want to see me create my second look using the I Rust You palette by Violet Voss, then stick around. I am definitely in the mood to play with this palette again, as you obviously heard from the intro. This is going to be look number 2 with Violet Voss. If you have not seen the first impressions, I will definitely put it there for you. It was in my opinion, it was a beautiful look. I really loved it. I ended up filming with that look a number of times that day. And as I was editing those videos and publishing them, I really enjoyed it. It was a really nice look. Now I'm doing something different today and hoping that the palette is as versatile as I think it is. And we're going to try a different take on this palette. And let's just take a look at the palette itself. And I'm still not going for an easy look. I'm going to leave those to the end. But today I am going to work with golds. And let me just show you the colors I'm going to be working with. One that isn't obvious though is that I am going to have boho rust for my brow bone in every single look, because that's pretty much the only color that I feel I can use. So that's something that I probably won't keep repeating. I did that, I used that color for the brow bone, the first look. And so that goes without saying for future looks. And then I have Gilded Glow and Burnt Copper. So I have Gilded Glow right over here. I'm going to be using this one. And then Burnt Copper. So those are going to be two main colorful aspects of the look. And I'm missing a couple. Oh, wait, just one more. Rust No One, which I have used in I had used in the first look. So that is what I'm going to be using. This one, this one, and this one down here. So I think that should work pretty well. Hopefully I pointed to all the right ones. I'll be naming them as I'm going along. And I think what I'm going to do right off the hop is I'm going to go right into Rust No One, because I'm not going to use a transition color. I'm going to go straight into that because there are quite a few colors going in with that look, and I don't want to have 6 colors going on. But I'm going to use a fluffy brush because Rust No One is quite deep and I don't want to go too crazy with it. And I'm going to do just one eye and then replicate the other one on camera, or replicate it onto the other side, I should say, off camera. Okay, so that feels pretty easy. And I used a fluffy brush for most of the previous look, and I really enjoyed it. So I say, why change something if it ain't broken? Really going deep in the crease. And I'm going to do what I usually do, which is put a little bit of that color on the inner upper lid. So it's not a huge amount, but it just kind of ties it all together, in my opinion. It just feels right to me. So you go with what your eye shape looks like, and to me that works really well. Just going to bring that color down a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to bring that color down to the lower lash line as well. I had forgotten to take out my angled brush. I always use my angled brush, so what the heck was my problem? All right, loaded on one side of the brush, and here we go. Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. So that is pretty much it for Rust No One, and hopefully you're not hearing the neighbor using a chainsaw right now. It's far away in the distance, but I really hope that you are not hearing that. I can't really say anything. It's not like it's at 11 o'clock at night. It's midday right now. Okay, so that makes me very happy. I'm going to switch now to the same fluffy brush as what I used to put just a beige on my lid. I normally do that, but I think I can get away with it. No, what am I thinking? Change my mind. I do want the precision to go on the brow bone. So I'm going into Boho Rust, which is this top right color right now. And I'm just going to do the brow bone. Okay, so that was pretty easy, but usually brow bone is. And now we get into the fun stuff. So I've got burnt copper. Is it burnt copper or blazing copper? I think I showed you one incorrect shade. I'm doing burnt copper and gilded glow. So I'm doing burnt copper here and gilded glow is here. So I think I showed you a different color earlier on. So if I did that, my apologies. So I'm going to go right into burnt copper and finish with the gold. And to put down the color, I'm going to use my packer brush from Smashbox. And I'm going into burnt copper, which does look relatively light. I hope that I'm not making a mistake here. It should look good over the kind of burgundy brown. But you know, sometimes you don't know until you layer them on top of each other. I think it's going to look good. But as is the case with all of us, we can make some mistakes. It happens. Especially when you're learning a new palette and you haven't used a shadow before. It's an absolute guess. What a shadow looks like in the pan and how it performs on the eye can be completely different. And by the eye, you know I mean the eyelid, obviously. I want to bring that burnt copper to the lower lash line too. It just speaks to me. I like it. And I think that looks really good. I'm happy. I'm happy. Very happy. Okay, so now we have the burnt copper, and I'm just double checking my notes. Gilded Glow is what I'm going to use next, which is up here. So that is my next color, and I really hope it's not going to overpower the rest of the look. I don't know, I have a feeling. But the whole point is to try colors in ways that we don't necessarily always do, right? So Gilded Glow it is, and I'm using my multitasker brush because I can get into the corner very easily. Okay, that's a start. I'm going to use my finger now and finish up. Now I could have gone a lot lighter with a color called the Most Gold or Vintage Gold, but I really wanted it to pop. I want to try every single one of the colors in this palette. Okay, so I'm going far enough over with the gold, but I don't want to eliminate the copper, the burnt copper, and I don't think I have, so it's good. And I like the fact that I brought the burnt copper down, so there's just more emphasis on that color, even though I've covered quite a bit of the upper lid with the yellow. To be specific, Gilded Glow is what I used. Okay, so I just have a little bit of cleanup on the bottom, but nothing significant. So let's go right into the liner, I think. Okay, I had to go behind the camera to finish the look. So I'm going to use this Elise Wattier felt liner. It's, I'm not big on felt liners, but it's actually not a bad one. It seems to be doing well. I just had to grab a small mirror here, my brow kit. And let's just finish that. Hopefully it's not drying out on me. I've used it a few times recently, so it should be fine based on those experiences. Okay, and let's see how this goes. Okay, that works all right. And I'm going to use also the Lise Wattier, I think it's called Hélène. No, it's Hélène is this one, I think. Yeah, Hélène eyeliner, and then this one is the eye-opening vegan mascara. It's just a sample that I received in one of my orders from Lise Wattier. And it's one of those bigger brushes, not quite as big as the Estee Lauder mascara brush, but I do find this type of brush to be challenging. It is finer bristles though than the Estee Lauder. And it's been a long time since I've used this mascara, and I'm glad I took it out because it's better than I remember, so I'm happy. It wasn't bad to begin with. I'm delighted that it's as good as it is. Okay, I'll end up possibly doing 2 coats with this one, but at least you see kind of the final look for the one side. So I'm going to go off camera, replicate it on the other side, and show you the final look. And I will also change my lipstick, and I'll tell you what it is. Okay, here is the final eye look, and I did promise that I was going to put a lipstick from Colored Raine on and tell you the name. And it's one of the new old ones that I picked up because Colored Raine is liquidating virtually all of their older lipstick and liquid lipstick inventory. And this is Soul, and it's the one I'm going to wear today. And it does look used because I have swatched the lipsticks. If you want to see that video, I will put it right there for you. Okay, we're finishing up the look. I like it, and this color, I'm just going to do a swatch on my hand, is brown, but it has a little bit of maroon to it. It's like it's a rust, but there's a maroon to it, and I didn't realize it when I picked it. But I'm really liking the pairing a lot. So I'm really, really happy with this one. It is the first time I wear it. I have swatched it, as I said. What do I think of the whole look? I think it is really put together. I think that maybe a lighter lipstick would balance things out a little bit better because it is a powerful eye look and powerful color nail. I'm looking very vampy today. I am really enjoying this palette, and if you took a look at the look number 1 that I linked to earlier in the video, I think that you would agree that this is quite a different look from the previous one. And I was scared that the burnt copper would look kind of lost, but having it on the outer, center to outer lid and then on the lower lid, that makes its presence more obvious. And I'm happy I did that. I think that it really helped to enhance the look, and I'm really, really happy. So I have a plan. This look was planned, as have the next 4. So I actually have 6 looks planned with this Violet Voss palette, and there's a reason. It looks fantastic. And after my first impressions, I thought I need to do a lookbook, a complete lookbook with this palette. It's just that good. So you'll see some more with this palette, as you will with this one as well. I'm definitely doing a lookbook with this one. I have done my first impressions. You can definitely see it on the channel. I'll put it right there. I will definitely be doing more looks, probably a half dozen again with this one. I like a palette that gives me a color story now. I'm not concerned about them anymore. I just like to get a color story where I kind of go, And this one is giving me those vibes. I'll show you if you haven't seen this palette yet, the inside. It's definitely a green lover's dream. And I'm learning. I am learning to love green. And I definitely did a green look for my first impressions, and we'll probably shake it up quite a bit more with a half a dozen looks. I mean, I'm not going to just do green looks the whole time. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to delivering some looks for you with this one as well. So that's it. That's the look. Look number 2, using the I Rust You by Violet Voss. Let me know what you think. I always enjoy your feedback. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, as always, take care.